Hello and welcome to our channel, where we cover the stories that hit hardest, human stories of hope, heartbreak, and the fight for what's right. Today we have a major update that has brought relief to thousands and sparked fresh outrage across the country. A federal judge has ordered the immediate release of 5-year-old Liam Conejo Ramos and his father Adrian from icy detention in Texas. After more than a week of being held 1,300 miles from their snowy Minneapolis home, the ruling says they must be freed as soon as practicable and no later than Tuesday, so their immigration case can proceed. Liam's lawyers called a step toward healing after a traumatic ordeal, and the family is now working to reunite safely. This decision comes after intense public pressure, congressional visits, school district outcry, and a scathing opinion from Judge Fred Biery that reads more like a civics lesson than a legal ruling. Let's go back to how this nightmare started. On a freezing January morning, ICE agents knocked on the family's driveway in suburban Minneapolis right after Liam's preschool drop-off. The 5-year-old was taken from his father's arms, put in a car with agents, and flown to the South Texas Family Residential Center in Dilley, a facility built for families but criticized as prison-like. The now-famous photo of Liam in his cartoon bunny hat, staring wide-eyed while an agent clutches his Spider-Man backpack, went viral and broke hearts nationwide. Columbia Heights Public Schools called Liam the fourth child from their district detained in just 2 weeks. Parents, teachers, neighbors, and Pastor Sergio Mezcua tried to intervene. His pregnant mother was terrified inside the house. Neighbors offered to take Liam, but agents said the boy would stay with his father. DHS claimed the mother refused custody. The family and witnesses say she was too scared to open the door, fearing she'd be detained too. The detention sparked nationwide anger. Protests swelled in Minneapolis. People braved sub-zero cold to demand ICE leave their neighborhoods. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz called it sickening and demanded the operation end. Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan said no child should be in detention and families must be reunited. Democratic Representative Joaquin Castro visited Liam and Adrian in Dilley and described the boy as depressed, lethargic, asking for his mother and classmates. It should not take a court order to get a toddler out of prison. Walz wrote on X after the ruling. Judge Biery's opinion was extraordinary. He quoted Thomas Jefferson's grievances against a would-be authoritarian king, saying today's America hears echoes of that history. He criticized administrative warrants as the fox guarding the henhouse, executive branch issuing warrants to itself without judicial oversight. He called the detention part of an ill-conceived and incompetently implemented pursuit of daily deportation quotas, even if it traumatizes children. For some among us, the perfidious lust for unbridled power and the imposition of cruelty know no bounds and are bereft of human decency, he wrote, and the rule of law be damned. He ended with Benjamin Franklin's words after the Constitutional Convention. Republic, if you can keep it, then, under his signature, he attached a viral photo of Liam, silent testimony in a ruling that felt more like a moral stand than pure law. This case is bigger than one boy. Liam's family entered legally from Ecuador in December 2024 and applied for asylum. His father has no apparent criminal record in Minnesota or Ecuador, yet they were swept up in Operation Metro Surge, the Trump administration's aggressive immigration crackdown in Minneapolis that has already killed 2 U.S. citizens, Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy. The surge has detained legal residents, citizens, and preschoolers. Family-separated communities terrorized. DHS insists it's targeting criminal aliens, but critics point at cases like Liam's pending asylum claim. No deportation order exists, yet he's been held. The ruling is a victory for due process and humanity, but questions remain. Will the family be truly safe upon release? Will ICE respect the order? Will other detained children get similar relief? Minnesota's AG Keith Ellison and others are fighting in court to stop the surge entirely, arguing it's not about safety. It's coercion the 4 state cooperation courts have barred. A federal judge today questioned her authority to halt it, but heard powerful arguments about unlawful and unchecked invasion. This story reminds us what's at stake. Children used as leverage, families torn apart, communities living in fear. Liam's release is relief, but it's also a warning. Our system can still work when courts, lawyers, and public pressure demand justice. But it shouldn't take a viral photo and a judge's scathing words for basic decency to prevail. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, drop a like, leave a comment with your thoughts. Should more children get immediate release? Share so more people see what's happening. Subscribe and hit the bell for updates on this and other fights for justice. Stay compassionate, stay vigilant, because kids like Liam deserve better. See you in the next one.